should have figured all this out before.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I made a fool of myself. I went and asked this gentleman right here.
Good evening, everyone. Would you please stand up for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You can sit down now. Thank you.
Good evening, class of 2021, family, friends, teachers, staff, and special guests of honor. My name is Asia Hopkins, and I'm very honored to welcome everyone to the Lanier College and Career graduation ceremony. I have waited for this day to come my entire life, my entire high school career. Although these 4 years in high school leading up to this day weren't the best, from losing a sibling my sophomore year to having a child of my own my senior year, I made it. Through all those obstacles, I did it. To my fellow classmates, anytime the thought of giving up rolls across your mind, remember, at the end of every storm produces a rainbow. To my brother Sean in heaven, I did it. I know you're proud of me. And to my daughter Reminisce out in the crowd, this is only the beginning for us, baby girl. Last but definitely not least, to my fellow classmates, we are officially being released into the real world. Keep your head high and always remember this moment, the moment you made it. Congratulations, class of 2021.
Muy buenas tardes, mi nombre es Jacqueline de Jesús. Estimadas familias, maestros, invitados de honor, amigos, compañeros graduados. La escuela LCCA les da la más cordial bienvenida a esta ceremonia de graduación de la generación 2021. Le damos las gracias por estar aquí y por todo el apoyo incondicional durante todos estos años. En particular a los maestros que cada día estuvieron en clases enseñándonos un poco de sus conocimientos. Sin la ayuda de todos ustedes no sería posible esta ceremonia. Le quiero dedicar y agradecer este día a mi mamá, Leticia Inés, que a pesar de que no está aquí, ha hecho todo lo posible para que este día llegara. En el nombre de la clase Generación 2021, una vez más agradecemos su presencia.
Good evening, special guests, graduates, family, and friends. What one word could we use to describe the events of this past year? Unforgettable. This past year was definitely one for the books. Not since the flu pandemic of 1918, which killed 50 million people worldwide, nearly 700,000 Americans, has an event like coronavirus been recorded. The coronavirus death toll worldwide is 3.4 million, with 600,000 plus in the United States. The graduating class of 2021 will always remember the events that took place during their unforgettable senior year. We look out at our graduates tonight and we celebrate the class of 2021. We are extremely proud of you. You have faced obstacles this year. They've been thrown at you in school, out of school, stay at home. You can't be with family and friends, can't go places. But you never gave up. At times it seems like we would take 2 steps forward and 3 steps back. It would have been easy to throw up your hands and quit, but not this class. You stuck it out, and now you've completed the first step toward furthering your education or beginning your career. Each of you are to be commended for disciplining yourselves and for staying on course and finishing strong. This unforgettable year has helped to equip each of you to take on anything your heart desires. The lessons we learn are bitter and sweet, change is inevitable, and persistence is a must to reach your goals. There's a price to be paid for success, but nothing is sweeter than finishing what you started. Congratulations to the 2021 senior class of Lanier College and Career Academy. And as you transition into your next journey in life, I challenge each of you to take hold of your future and overcome it one day at a time. We wish you much success. And remember to always be a leader, be of character, be committed, and be accountable. At this time, I would like to introduce our special guest. Please stand and be recognized as your name is called. From the Hall County Board of Education, Mr. Nath Morris, Vice Chair. Mr. Sam Chapman. Mr. Mark Pettit. And Mr. Bill Thompson. Hall County School Superintendent, Mr. Will Schofield. Executive Director of Leadership Development and former Executive Director of LCCA, Mr. David Moody. President of Lanier Technical College, Mr. Tim McDonald. Members of the Lanier College and Career Academy Governing Board, Mr. Dennis Stockton, Vice Chair, and Mr. Greg Biddick. Mr. Jeff Jenkins, former Administrator for LCCA. The administrative team here at LCCA, Mr. Mitch Murphy, Associate Principal and Principal of the Foundry. Harold Summer, Assistant Principal. And Brian Gray, Assistant Principal of the Foundry. And to our faculty of LCCA and the Foundry, please stand. Thank you for joining us for tonight's celebration. Once again, congratulations to the class of 2021. At this time, welcome to the podium, Tatiana Hernandez.
Good evening, welcome everybody to this special ceremony, Graduation 2021. My first language is Spanish. This is the reason I decided to give my speech in Spanish today. Quiero agradecer a mi escuela por darme el honor de dirigirme a ustedes en esta ocasión especial, para nosotros, para nuestros padres y seguramente para nuestros maestros y amigos. En primer lugar, agradezco a Dios por darnos la vida, la salud y las fuerzas en estos tiempos difíciles de pandemia que hemos pasado. Gracias, Dios. La gente habla de suerte en sus vidas. Yo soy la prueba de que la teoría de la suerte es simplemente errónea. Uno consigue sus logros poniendo a Dios en primer lugar en su vida y esforzándose cada día. Agradezco a mis padres, Lorena y Manuel, quienes siempre estuvieron conmigo a pesar de la distancia, animándome a seguir adelante. A mi hermano Johnny también decirle, sigamos esforzándonos y si se puede, Dios sigue con nosotros. Nosotros escribiremos el próximo capítulo de la historia de nuestra familia. Y quiero mencionar con gratitud genuina al señor Saúl Menéndez y señora Ana Menéndez y a mis 5 nuevos hermanos, mi nueva familia, por ser personas especiales que abrieron sus brazos, sobre todo su corazón para mí, dedicándome sus recursos. Y su tiempo para aconsejarme y guiarme por el buen camino. Hoy les digo, no los defraudaré. Thanks to all the teachers and staff. Thanks for your support. Thanks for your sharing your knowledge and kindness. Damos también honor a esta escuela, LCCA, nuestra escuela, donde hemos madurado y hemos convertido en mejores personas. Queridos compañeros, futuros médicos, ingenieros y abogados, emprendedores en diferentes negocios, felicidades. Y recuerden, lo más importante es vivir una vida con integridad, no ceder a la presión de tu alrededor para ser alguien que no eres. Oprah dijo, la educación es la llave para abrir el mundo, un pasaporte a la libertad. Yo hoy les digo, Dios es la llave que abre el mundo para nosotros y la educación es el pasaporte a la libertad. Que pasen buenas noches.
Good evening, graduates, guests, and friends and family of Lanier College and Career Academy. I'm Mitch Murphy, the Associate Principal of LCCA, and it is my honor and privilege to be with you for this important event. Students, you have made it through quarantines, masks, and a host of other challenges to be sitting where you are right now as almost high school graduates. Completing high school is an important moment in your life, and I ask you to look around to your right and left and see who is here with you. These are most of the important people in your life up to now. Here you have your family, your friends, and teachers who have worked beside you to help make this graduation possible. You may never have all these people who know, love, and support you in one place again, and I encourage you to always make time to acknowledge those who help you and never take those who love you for granted. Having sat in your chair over 30 years ago, I have tried to recall the words said to my graduating class. However, to be honest, I do not remember any of the speeches or guidance I was given. So I will limit my advice to you to some simple points. Finish what you start. There is perhaps no greater way to measure the character of a person than their willingness to stay the course through good times and bad. If you run 5 miles of a 6-mile race, you will not experience the joy of crossing that finish line. If you stop building a fence halfway through, your cows will wander off. By graduating high school, you are to be congratulated for finishing something that you started. But as you probably already realize, this is not a finish line at all. It is only the beginning of the next chapter of your story. And in this next chapter, it will not always matter how talented you are. It will always be important how you respond to obstacles or failure. For some of you, high school was easy. And for some, high school has been a journey full of setbacks and struggles all along the way. Regardless of how difficult this part of your life has been, you can rest assured that in the next phase of your life you will be tested. We hope that you will always rise to meet the challenge before you. Many of you will recognize this quote from an inspiring person written many years ago. I believe it is as relevant to us today as it ever has been. Now, the thing about the length of life, after accepting ourselves and our tools, we must discover what we are called to do. And once we discover it, we should set out to do it with all of the strength and all of the power that we have in our systems. And after we've discovered our life's work, we should set out to do that work so well that the living, the dead, or the unborn couldn't do it any better. If it falls your lot to be a street sweeper, go on out and sweep streets like Michelangelo painted pictures. Sweep streets like Shakespeare wrote poetry. Sweep streets so well that all the host of heaven and earth will have to pause and say, "Here lived a great street sweeper who swept his job well." To the 2021 graduating class of Lanier College and Career Academy, I congratulate you and ask that whatever you decide to do, know that this group here tonight, this group of people proudly stand beside you, and we pray that you will always throw yourself into your chosen path without fear of failure and a desire to be the very best at what you do. Congratulations.
Good evening. I have the honor tonight to welcome two very special guests. We have the president of the South Hall Rotary Club, Amanda Grover, and the president-elect, Brenda McMillan, here to present the Rotary Scholarship.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Amanda Groover, and I am this year's president of the South Hall Rotary Club. Tonight, along with our incoming president, Brenda McMillan, we have the great honor of presenting the third annual Betsy Clausen LCCA Excellent Scholarship Award. The Betsy Clausen LCCA Scholarship was established in 2019 by South Hall Rotary Club to recognize an outstanding student at Lanier College and Career Academy. This $500 scholarship was designed to be used by the recipient at a school of their choice after graduation. Before we name this year's recipient, I would be remiss not to tell you about Betsy Clausen and her spirit for students in our community. Betsy has always been passionate about the ideals of Rotary and serving the next generation of leaders, which includes many who are graduating from here today. Both Rotary and Betsy believe in the value of putting service above self, doing the right thing even if it's not the easiest thing, and leaving things better than we found them. Betsy's legacy in Rotary surrounds itself with believing that anyone could do anything when they kept a positive spirit and surrounded themselves with the right people. After Betsy retired from active Rotary service, the South Hall Rotary Club chose to honor a student at LCCA because we think the students at this school demonstrate the passion of Betsy better than anyone else. The vision of this scholarship is to work with the faculty and staff each year to identify a student whose legacy and impact of serving others stands out. This year's recipient seems to highlight all the quotaries that Rotarians value the most. The student has proven to have great leadership skills that are more advanced than a typical high school student. During her time at LCCA, she received various honors, including testing and receiving her ServSafe certification. Per members of the faculty and staff, she is always doing the right thing when no one is looking, is a consistent worker who follows through on her word, is constantly caring of others, and seeks to help peers in her class. She also searches for opportunities for growth, never fails to ask the right questions, and certainly seems destined for success. For the members of the South Hall Rotary, these qualities are exactly what we look for in future Rotarians who carry that banner of service above self. Therefore, without further hesitation, we want to congratulate this year's Betsy Clausen Excellent recipient, Stacy Solis.
I now have the honor to introduce our salutatorian, Brianna Smith.
Good evening. Hello, my name is Brianna Smith. Okay. Good evening, class of 2021, parents, teachers, staff, and special guests. First of all, I wanted to thank everyone for being here, and I wanted to start off with a special thank you to a few special people that have helped me get here today. Starting with my parents, Leanne and Nick Nash. I love you for encouraging me, Kelt for being there when I needed you, and Kinsey for being my best friend. I love you all so much. I wanted to say a special thanks to Miss Story for encouraging me to get my CNA license and for always believing in me. I also wanted to say thank you to Miss Chandler for guiding me when I needed it and for always putting our worries first. I wanted to thank Mr. Martin for always helping me with my schoolwork and guiding me to be my best me. As we gather today to celebrate our accomplishments, I am reminded of how much we have been through to get here. All of us have came from different school systems and different backgrounds, but we all have something in common. We woke up, came to school, and did our best to be where we are today. This is just the beginning of a bright future. I want to congratulate everyone on still caring for your grades and your education. We all know it wasn't easy. I also want to encourage everyone, no matter what path you go down, you are always successful in your own way. I hope that everyone has a bright future and enjoy their new beginnings. In a few short moments, you will be able to walk across the stage and say hello to the new beginnings and goodbye to your youth days. Now I'm going to leave you with two of these quotes. As J.K. Rowling once said, "We do not need magic to change the world. We carry all the power we need inside ourselves already. We have the power to imagine better." And Jodie Foster once quoted, "There is nothing more beautiful than finding your course as you believe you bob aimlessly in the current. When you know that your path was always there all along, waiting for you to knock, waiting for you to become. This path does not belong to your parents, your teachers, your leaders, or your lover. Your path is a character, defining itself more and more every day, like a photograph coming into focus." Congratulations, class of 2021.
It is my great pleasure to introduce the valedictorian of the 2021 class of LCCA, Faith Hollis.
Seniors, class of 2021, welcome. I would like to thank you all for being here this evening. A special thanks to our families, friends, LCCA teachers and staff, and our guests of honor for being here to celebrate with us today. First, I would like to thank my family for everything they have done for me. Without you all on my team, I would not be standing here accepting my role as valedictorian today. To all of the teachers and staff at LCCA, thank you for helping each one of us get to where we are today. LCCA, we have all had a rough year, I'm sure we can agree. Parents, friends, significant others, it has not been easy on you either. COVID-19 was something that hit us out of nowhere, but we made it through. Pat yourselves on the back and be proud that you are still standing here today. On this very special day, we celebrate something that will never be forgotten. We are gathered here because of all the hard work we have completed. Through the homework, late night studying, and trying to pass tests, we did it. High school is now behind us. Looking forward, we have bigger things to think about. What are we going to do in our futures? Will we go to college or technical school? Will we work? How can we make sure that we live out LCCA's mission of career ready? This school did not hammer career ready into our heads for no reason. They were preparing us for this day. We are career ready now. We have careers to think about, colleges to attend, and lives to start. Congratulations to the class of 2021 for working and getting through hardship day after day and year after year, especially this one. Here's to us. As former First Lady Eleanor Roosevelt said, the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. My fellow graduates, I urge you to believe in the beauty of your dreams and live them out. Shoot for the stars and never back down from the challenges that seem to get in the way of those dreams. Thank you all.
Well, good evening. Oh, come on now, this is a celebration. I mean, look at this 70-degree weather. It's beautiful. We've been apart for so long. Let's try that again. Show them how to do this. Good evening. Good evening. You know, class of 2021, the creator of this world never promised us that life would always be easy. As a matter of fact, he went out of his way to say that in this life you will have troubles. I think it would be fair to say that in the last year and a half you all have experienced some significant challenges in many ways. As Miss Sample said, it has not been since 1918. Let that sink in. That graduating classes in the United States of America have sat in front of crowds receiving their diplomas after enduring a worldwide pandemic. You are overcomers. You are my heroes. Family, friends, staff, community members, would you join me in giving a standing ovation to this LCCA class of 2021? Faith, Sarah, Tashiana, Jacqueline, Aisha, Carter, and the rest of you, absolutely positively beautiful class of 2021. You know, I've often said it's a shame if you choose to waste a crisis. You might be saying, goodness gracious, not only do you have some gray hair, I think you've kind of lost your mind. How do you not waste a crisis? Let me suggest to you that it is in times of crisis, that is in times of chaos, that you can learn some of life's most valuable lessons. And I just very quickly want to let you know that my hope and my prayer is that after enduring this pandemic and all of the other challenges you've faced, that you take to heart the following 3 lessons. You know, it was 1941. Europe was under siege. England was being bombed, and the great man, Winston Churchill, the leader of the free world at the time, gave the speech that you have so often heard, and he ended it with never, 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 ever give up. Never give up. You sit here today because not only have you endured a pandemic, but you've endured so much more. Never forget that lesson that you've learned, and never give up. Class of 2021, we see it around us every day. You've experienced it. You and I could sit down and share a Coke and tell stories for the next several hours. But can we just be honest with each other? People. Sometimes the people closest to us. People are just human, and they're going to let us down. People in our family will let us down sometimes. Teachers may let you down. Leaders in your community, neighbors, co-workers. From the looks of my inbox, I would say that your school district lets you down every now and then. We make decisions that you wish were different. Look around, read a newspaper, turn on the TV, or turn on your radio, and you'll find that our political leaders are going to let us down. It gets worse. Not only have they let us down, people will decide that because you and I may not believe the same things, that we as human beings no longer have worth. You may be canceled, ignored, treated with animosity, treated cruelly. And may I challenge you tonight to never, never respond in kind. Kindness will always win. Acceptance and being big enough to turn the other cheek when other people are being petty, will serve you well for the rest of your lives. And do keep in mind that as human beings, we all will let each other down from time to time. Never, never, never give up on your fellow human beings. Finally, class of 2021, whether it's a paycheck, a fancy car, a nice home, a retirement account, let me make it even more personal. In this last year and a half, it may be your health. It may be the health of a loved one. It may be the health of an innocent one. All of those things can be here today and gone tomorrow. Can I remind you, as I look into your eyes tonight, the windows of your soul, and I'll just tell you what I see tonight. I see hope. I see excitement. I see this sense of relief that this is finally behind me and I'm ready to really start this next journey in my life in earnest. Most of you are experiencing a high tonight. Congratulations, don't lose that. But can I remind you that there are people all around us that are facing tremendous challenges, that have lost loved ones, lost jobs, gotten bad news about their health, have lost a relationship, maybe even a marriage. And in the words of George Washington Carver, the lesson I would ask you to remember tonight is this: be tender with the young, be compassionate with the old, be sympathetic with those who are striving, and be tolerant of both the weak and the wrong. For graduates, at some time in your life, you either have been or you will be every one of those. We are so proud of you. Congratulations, class of 2021. And now, in accordance with the regulations of the Hall County Board of Education and of the state of Georgia, and on behalf of this Board of Education and myself, I hereby declare that you, class of 2021, have met all of the legal requirements and are now eligible to be designated as graduates of the best and most caring high school in America, LCCA. Congratulations.
Faith Shantria Hollis. Sarah Brianna Smith. Tatiana Hernandez. Carter Corey Cooley. Asia Renee Hopkins. Jacqueline De Jesus. Stacy Solis. Jonathan Richard Acker. Peyton Christopher Adolph. Lisbeth Arroyo. Selmer Bonilla Yanez. Chase Stephen Carroll. Shaylee M. Castro.
I have no idea this has to.
Karen Lene Chavez. Elizabeth Rose Collender. Irving Jesus Del Angel. Destiny Lakendra Douglas. Cody S. Ewing. Emari Nalea Goss. Serena Angel Green. Brittany Elizabeth Jewel Grider. Emma Marissa Harper. Valeria Hernandez. Kendarius Zaquan Hester. Isabel Higgins. Caden Cody Howard. Hannah Paige Swafford. Jeremiah Lewis Jones. Olivia Catherine Jones. Yelissa Lizette Martinez Rhodes. Luz Clarissa Godinez Mendoza. Braxton Edward Nix. Ruby Ortiz. Carlos Eduardo Poole. Kane Anthony Ramos. Tanya Rodriguez. America Sanchez. Joshua Siderakis. Guillermo Eduardo Solache. Douglas Edgardo Sorto Hernandez. Emily Grace Stevens. Kenneth Christopher Stevenson. Alejandra Temez. Valeria Toro. Alexander Corbin Wade. Wyatt James Wallace. Dylan Cade White. Jose Angel Zapata. Miguel Angel Zavala Rivera.
Good evening, friends, family, and graduates. I am Stacy Solis. Thank you for joining us for the LCCA Class of 2021 graduation ceremony. I am sure we can all agree that the past few years have been difficult for everyone here today. I want to start off by saying congratulations to all the seniors for persevering and not letting the pandemic stop them from graduating. Thank you to all the teachers, support staff, and principals for having to adapt to our ever-changing needs as students during a pandemic. Without you, we would not be here today. Fellow graduates, we are about to close this chapter of our lives and begin a new one. We have all faced struggles and difficulties throughout this crazy year. There is no denying the fact that we are going to continue to come to face with difficult situations in our life, work, relationship, finance, and college. It is not always what happens to us, it is how we face them and what we do to get through them. Mistakes are going to happen, they are unavoidable. The fact that you have made it this far shows how resilient you are and how much more you can do. Remember that remember that there is beauty in the struggles. Mr. Murphy reminds us each morning that we are meant for success and to be career ready. With all being said, congratulations class of 2021. Finally, the moment that we have all been waiting for, class of 2021, please join me in turning our tassel. May you stand. At this time, let's move our tassels to the right and to the left. Teachers are now going to hand poppers to each student.
Open the mark with arrow. Hold it in the two hands tightly, then turn it clockwise. So this way?
Everybody got one? Okay. Stacy?
Twist the bottom and top of your popper and shoot up to the left.
I know mine will ride my ear.
Students are just going to get their diplomas, and then they'll be back out in a few minutes. We have a backdrop set up over there if you want to take photos, and it's only be a minute, and your students will be back with you.
Something, give it to her and watch what she does.
I'm weird. Yeah. Yeah, but she's happy. Let her be happy. You want to sit where Johnny sat? Guys. Yes. Are you sure? We love shaking so much. Sorry, did I do